is rocking on your radio.
What's going on, y'all? This is Robert Carter from the Independent Artist Magazine, and we have the legendary hip-hop artist Reggie Reg on the line with us from the Crash Crew. Reggie Reg, what it be doing, baby? What's up?
No doubt, man. Everything is good here in New York City, man. We putting it down as a legend should. You know what I'm saying? We still making it happen, still doing our thing, and it's lovely. We being loved by all, man. It's just a great thing right now going on.
That's great. You know what? And it's good that they see that. Now, the one thing that I do want to ask you is, as a legendary artist, how did you get your start? Who influenced you to do what you do?
Well, I'll tell you, man, it started like way back in the 70s, the beginning of the movement with Kool Herc, Africa Bambaataa, Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, Funky 4. You know, starting out in the Bronx around 1973, 74, and coming from the Bronx, it came to us, well, to me, around 1976. You know what I'm saying? 1976, 1977, we formed the Crash Crew, dealing with Mike and Dave, Mixmaster Mike and Disco Dave. And we pretty much started out, you know, small, doing little center parties, little bars and stuff like that, and we just started picking up the mic and cutting around 77, you know, buying breaks and stuff like that. And pretty much when the records came out in 1979, we pretty much had to be on board and follow the trend. Sugar Hill Gang being the second record that came out. The first one was King Tim from the Fatback Band. That came out first. And King Tim we happened to go to the same high school, Charles Evans Hughes, along with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and a few other pioneers that came from down here in Midtown Manhattan. But after King Tim came out with his, Sugar Hill came out, Flash came out, and everybody just jumped in that wave, started making records. So what we did, we was known for playing this break called Freedom. You know, and you know, we was known for that. We was one of the only crews that had that record, us and Bambaataa, the master of records. So what we did, we spliced it up about a good 200 times at a commercial studio, because at this time we were like 16 years old. We ain't know nothing about no publishing or studios or nothing like that. We just figured out, listen, we got to put something on some vinyl, some wax. So we went to Mixmaster Mike's day job, and we went there at nighttime, and we spliced it up, and we reeled it and all that stuff, and we came out with Hot Power Rap, and we sold it in the back of our, we had a Monte Carlo at the time. Mixmaster Mike had a Monte Carlo first, then he got a Cougar. So we started selling it from that and selling it at our parties. We used to do a lot of parties back in the day, Mike and Dave Productions. I mean, if you got the old school flyers, you'll see it. Brandy's Place, T-Connection, 201, PAL, Celebrity Club, CNC Disco. I mean, we pretty much was the number one promoters in Harlem around 1978, 79, 80. When the records came out, everybody was on board with our productions, from the Cold Crush, the Treacherous 3, Fearless 4, the Disco 4, Donald D, Beat Fast. I mean, a lot of these cats, nobody don't really know unless they at least 35 and over. You know what I'm saying? This is like the first 15 hip-hop groups to make records that I'm talking about right now. Not the 15 million, but the first, like, 15 groups, singular, like that. And we started out with the Hot Power Rap, which we did pretty good with that. We got to travel East Coast, a little bit of the Midwest, but we really didn't go too far until we joined Sugar Hill Records in 1980. Sugar Hill Records heard Hot Power Rap, and they wanted us to do it over with them. But we didn't do it. We still had our loyalty to Mike and Dave at that time. And so they did it with Flash. So we wound up joining Sugar Hill Records anyway. Sugar Hill got a monopoly on the first like 15 hip hop groups. Sugar Hill had everybody. They had Flash, the Funky Four, Treacherous, Spoonie G, Crash Crew, Busy B, Waterbed Cab. Plus they had the Sugar Hill Gang, Sequence, and everybody. They had everybody. So pretty much we started out with that one single, High Power Rap, which put us on the map. And then from there, we joined Sugar Hill Records, and the rest is history. The rest is history.
Without y'all, I mean, most of the rap artists out here today wouldn't even be where they're at.
Well, that's true. I mean, they don't build their own brand and everything, so we got to give them, we got to give them credit due. And it's really not their fault that they don't know anything about the pioneers and the legends, because a lot of them are like, this is like the fourth generation of hip-hop right now. If you look at it, you know what I'm saying? We're talking from 1979, the first generation was from 79 to like 82. And then you got the second generation, which is like, they call that the golden era, which is the Dougie Freshes, the Big Daddy Kanes, the Raw Bases, the Run DMC, the LL Cool J, and then 87, you got like the third generation of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? 87 to 89 is like the Biggie Smalls, the Wu-Tang and them came out like in the late 80s. Nas, you know what I'm saying? That's the third generation. You got the fourth generation in the 90s. I mean, we're in 2012. We're in the future right now. So it's pretty much it's not their fault that they don't seem to reach back. It's that they really don't know how to reach back, because it's hard to know where the pioneers is at. We're not on no big 50-city tour. We're not on the radio, anything like that. We're pretty much here as the foundation. You know what I'm saying? We still do shows. We still do a few concerts. We still jump on stage and stuff like that. But we're not in the forefront anymore. We're pretty much now in the background. We're working with the young generation, doing the preservation of hip-hop culture with the Universal Zulu Nation. We do a lot of showcases for up-and-coming artists. We provide seminars and stuff like that. So we pretty much have taken another role in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? We don't really get involved with the commercial industry, because that's really not our forte. You know what I'm saying? That's not our thing. We don't want to get on the scene and try to diss young rappers that's performing the art as they know it. You know what I'm saying? It's a different playing field. These cats now making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And here you come with old money that ain't even as much as they got. You're going to tell them what to do? It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, it don't.
You have to earn their respect, and that's why we still here. And believe it or not, a lot of the new cats, once we mention who we are, we be introduced to them properly and play the record, then they be like, oh yeah, I heard that before. My uncle put me up on that. Yeah, respect, man, respect. They don't come out crazy to none of us, man. So it's really not even a love-hate relationship. It's just love is love relationship, really, with all the new cats, man, that's out, man.
Now, you mentioned about how they have the new cats out now today. Are you willing to get on songs with these new cats today?
Of course. It all depends what it is. And I'm not going to get on those songs that's all crazy, you know what I'm saying, about selling drugs or womanizing our sisters or nothing like that. I can't take part in anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about uplifting the people and you're talking about partying, or you may have a different subject matter, I'm all in for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not into I'm on the block selling keys and I'm shooting your